Welcome to Mombasa, the jewel of the Kenyan coast. Let's take a moment to soak in the breathtaking views of this vibrant city. The turquoise water of the Indian Ocean stretch out before us, meeting the horizon at a perfect line. The sun cast a golden glow over the city, illuminating the bustling streets and colorful markets. As we gaze out the ocean, we can see the ships and boats bobbing gently in the water, a testament to Mombasa's rich maritime history. The breeze carries the sweet scent of spices and fresh coconut, enticing us to explore the city's culinary delights. Let's make our way to one of the Mombasa's most iconic landmarks, Fort Jesus. Fort Jesus is one of the museum's attraction centers located in Mombasa. This majestic Portuguese fortress stands sentinel over the Indian Ocean. It is imposing structure, a testament to the city's rich history.
Yes. This is the model of Fort Jesus. Fort Jesus was made in a model of a human being lying on its back. Okay, so during the 14th century, late 14th century, 1498 actually, is when Vasco da Gama, and a Portuguese explorer, was sailing along the ocean. So he found this island to be interesting.
As we approach the entrance, but even before we get inside, from generation to generation, we may have learned or heard about this iconic landmark, but we don't know the history this iconic landmark bursts with. We are struck by the fort's robust architecture and the strategic design. The entrance is a grand affair, with thick stone walls and a sturdy gateway that would have withstood countless battles and sieges. This great iconic landmark was built by the Portuguese in the 16th century, and its construction is a testament to their engineering prowess. The fort's design allowed the efficient defense and governance, with 4 main passages that facilitated movement and communication with the effort. But before we go even to the passages, Nathan, an historian based in Mombasa, explained for us from the beginning of the construction and the reason why this place was given the name Fort Jesus.
It is said to be a Fort Jesus because it was built in the architecture of military base, somewhere where there can never be invasions. It was very hard to attack. Exactly. A place that is very hard to attack, they used to call it fort. So Jesus came automatically, as the Portuguese were Christians. So everything they do, they were saying, we are doing by the order of Christ. So everything they pursued during those days, they said, we are doing it by the order of Christ.
So that's how the name Jesus came in.
Yeah, that's how the name Jesus now is coming in. Okay.
The Portuguese arrival in Mombasa marked a significant turning point in the city's history. In the early 16th century, the Portuguese, led by Vasco da Gama and later by other explorers, began to establish trade relations with the Swahili city estates along the East African coast. As the Portuguese presence grew, so did their influence. They sought to control the lucrative trade in spices, textiles, and other valuable commodities. However, the attempt to dominate the region were met with resistance from the local Swahili community.
He was not welcomed by the locals, so he had to sail to Malindi. Okay?
Yes.
So after 4 years, he got the reinforcement from King Philip the First of Portugal to come and build the Fort Jesus. So 1503, he came back and they started building Fort Jesus. They took a period of 3 years to complete the fort. So by 1506, it was completed.
The Swahili people, who had long been skilled traders and sailors, were wary of the Portuguese intentions. They saw the Portuguese as outsiders who sought to disrupt their way of life and exploit their resources. As tension rose, conflicts broke out between the two groups.
We will not bow to Vasco da Gama!
The construction of Fort Jesus in 1593 marked a decisive moment in the Portuguese-Swahili conflict. The fort, built on strategic location overlooking the harbor, was designed to protect the Portuguese interest and control the city's trade. Despite the initial resistance, the Swahili community was eventually forced to adapt the Portuguese presence. Many Swahili worked as traders, sailors, and laborers, interacting with the Portuguese and influencing the cultural landscape of the city. Throughout the centuries, the Swahili community continued to resist and negotiate with their colonial rulers, leaving a lasting legacy in the city's architecture, language, and culture today. Fort Jesus stands as a testament to the complex history of Mombasa and the resilience of its people. Nathan, a Mombasa-based historian, explained to us how this iconic landmark had 4 passages, an entrance being the first passage.
That we have the 4 passages. Okay, the first one is the entrance. So we will go down there to see the second passage. Okay. After the passage, now we can go to the other passage. Then we go there to the actual firing platform of the cannons.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is the way to the second passage.
Yeah, this is the second passage.
Okay.
Yeah, it is called the passage of the arches.
The passage of the hatches.
The arches.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can see there. So the passage of the arches was built and named passage of the arches because of the curvature of these walls.
Okay.
Yeah, an arc. So many there are arches. So it was named passage of the arches.
Passage of the arches. The second entrance.
Yeah, this is the second entrance of the fort.
Of the fort.
Now it is closed. Because after British now took over,
yes,
they made this place a prison, so they sealed the exits.
Okay. After docking, they used that blocked end that I can see from here.
Yeah.
Okay. To now enter the ammunitions.
Yeah. To bring in
the ammunition inside the fort. Yeah. So this was the ammunition store.
This was the ammunition store during the Portuguese time.
During the Portuguese time.
But during the British, it used to be a holding cell. These were also the torture cells, because as you can see, there is no window. There is no window here. It was only used as a store, but the British, after turning it into a prison, it used to be a torture room. So if prisons, maybe those people who have gone against the law of that time, they were put here and it was closed. So as you can see, there is no ventilation here.
Exactly, there is no ventilation.
Yeah.
And so this was ammunition store during the Portuguese. During the British, it was a cell.
Yeah, it was a holding cell now.
A holding cell.
Yeah.
So you go against their wish, they bring you here.
Yeah.
Okay. And I can see there is no, actually, but the size was somehow.
It is small.
It is small.
Yeah.
Does it mean that once you are brought inside this place,
yeah,
then you are, it was a guarantee that sometimes you were to be shipped outside the country, maybe for slavery or things like that?
Now the torture is if you are in a confiscated place like this one, okay, others you can collapse because the breathing there is no ventilation. So you can imagine how hard it was to survive.
Exactly.
And it is not that you are only one. There were many people in here. So let's say if it is full of people, then the door is shut and there is the security guys there. Now you are inside. So it is hot maybe or cold. and the oxygen, you can imagine.
Struggle, by the way, if there are too many, you struggle to breathe.
So if you have health alignment, then you might end up collapse, die.
And then you die. Okay, so that's how they do. But do you have a story behind this people? Once these people died, because I'm sure at one point people died here, just the way that's the same way you're telling me. Where were they being taken?
If you die, okay, they are at the cemetery. At the left leg.
Okay.
They are cemetery. Okay, but at a normal circumstances. If you die and you are a prisoner, we don't have to bury you decently. So you can be shipped, then you will be thrown in the ocean.
Okay. For sharks, things like that.
Yeah, because the ocean carries so many things. Yeah, so it is not necessary or guaranteed that everybody who died here is to be buried there. Okay, because you are a slave or you are a prisoner. Okay. A prisoner cannot be buried decently. If you die there, if they can keep you in this room and then they hold their decent burial for you, no,
it can't happen.
It can't
there is
happen.
no way someone can hold you.
You have to hold me captive for that time. Then you give me a decent burial. But that can't happen.
It can't happen, by the way. So they were being thrown in the ocean.
So this was the passage. Now your time.
So the wire mesh has been used as the blockage.
Yeah, the British now they sealed the exit or the entrance. Yeah, because they didn't want maybe prisoners to escape.
Okay. Oh, yeah, exactly.
So down there you can see there are cannons aiming at the sea.
Exactly.
Okay. So if it is an enemy ship approaching, they communicated and they could fire from there. So that is the actual firing platform of the cannons.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those cannons were used to attack those people who wanted to attack from the ocean.
Yeah. Okay. Basically, they used to sink the boats, not to explode them, but to sink the ship. Okay.
Inside the Indian Ocean.
Inside the Indian Ocean. As the ships were made of wood. They are massive, but made of wood. So when it is heated greatly, it will break or crack, so that water could get in and sink the ship. Okay. Yeah. So the weapons there, those cannons were basically to sink the ships, the enemy ships. Okay. Yeah.
That was now the main function.
The main purpose of
those cannons there.
Yeah.
Okay. Fort Jesus has two wells dug during the Portuguese and Omani eras. The Portuguese well is an engineering marvel stretching deep into the earth to provide a reliable source of water. The Omanis, however, opted to dig their own well, possibly due to concerns about the Portuguese well's reliability or to assert their own identity and control over the fort.
After the Arabs now took over, they had to build theirs. They had to dig theirs because they thought their enemies after they had defeated them, they might have poisoned them. So they had to build theirs. Okay. So behind
so they were just digging that for safety.
Yeah.
Okay. And before you continue, I've heard you say that the community was very hostile when the Portuguese first came.
Yeah.
What was the main reason why they were very hostile? What brought this hostility?
Portuguese were basically Christians.
Yes.
Okay. And the community around were already have the Muslim influence, so they were Muslims.
Okay.
So you can relate the differences in religion that brought about the hostility of the community outside there.
Okay. The history of Fort Jesus is marked by conflict, slavery, and suffering. During the Portuguese era, the fort served as a hub for the slave trade, with the enslaved Africans being held captive within its walls. The conditions were harsh, and many suffered from torture, abuse, and exploitation. The Portuguese used Fort Jesus as a strategic outpost to control the Indian Ocean trade and expand their colonial empire. However, their rule was marked by brutality and oppression, leading to widespread resentment among the local Swahili population. One of the most significant challenges faced by the Portuguese was the siege of the Fort Jesus by the Omani forces in the late 17th century. During the siege, the Portuguese faced numerous challenges.
Omani Arabs hold the siege this fort for 2 years, 9 months under siege.
The Omani.
Oman Arabs hold this fort.
Yes.
So there was no Portuguese getting out or getting in, or no supplies.
Okay.
No food supplies, no medicine supplies. So if their ship came,
yes,
it was bombed by the Omani Arabs which were surrounding the fort. Okay. So there were no supplies. Actually. So what killed the most Portuguese was starvation and the tropical diseases like malaria. Okay, those were the main. That strategy was to starve them and to starve them to death. So after they don't have supply for food, then
yes, you have to die. You can't eat. You can't go out to look for that food.
Yeah,
ultimately you'll die.
So that period was too long. That made them to surrender because majority of them could have died already.
Yes.
Yeah. Though the others escaped, but a few escaped.
Okay, a few of them escaped.
Yeah. But majority died and died of starvation. So it was very easy for the Oman Arabs now to take over.
Okay, that was now the biggest challenge, because if you can't eat,
if you don't have food supplies, if you don't have medicine,
yeah, ultimately people.
Yeah. So these are daggers. That is the belt. This is the shield, and these are the swords.
Okay. So I've heard you talk more about soldiers and captain.
Yeah.
Soldiers and captain. Who else lived here? Because, and if at all there were people living here apart from soldiers and captain, what was the daily life of these people? Or were they just captains and soldiers who were just living here alone?
During that time, those who came to live here were basically the soldiers, because we only have the barracks around. So there was no other activity than to assemble themselves or to arrange themselves into groups to guard this place.
Actually.
Yeah. And to make the arrangement for the trade. I have told you it was basically to control the East Africa trade routes.
Exactly.
So that was their work, to arrange themselves, to know if the port, which ship is docking at port at what time, to know an enemy ship approaching. So their work was to protect this fort.
That was the work.
Yeah.
So mainly people who were here, they were soldiers.
Mainly were soldiers. There were soldiers for the doctors, soldiers. So it was a barracks.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was a barrack.
Yeah.
I can get it right.
Yeah. So we will go to the actual firing platform or the above place. Okay. We have seen that one from the bottom there. Now we are going to see the one that is above.
So guys, this is a beautiful place. You can see people coming to visit this place. Hello, habari zenu? Mko poa?
So hii ni Canon. Haiko kwenye actual firing platform hapo.
Exactly.
Ile kwa tu kwa display after kwa imefanya sasa National Museum. Sasa zenye ziko kule juu, zenye tunaendea sasa hii, ni zenye ziko kwa actual firing platform.
Okay.
Yenye tunaona pale ile ni watch tower.
That is a watch tower.
Yeah. So kulikuwa na snipers wawili per shift. Sawa. Portuguese pia walikuwa kidogo wafupi hiyo time. Lakini mtu unaweza ingia uone.
So this was a watch tower.
This is a watch tower.
Someone could come here, climb, and stay there at the top. Okay.
We have a door.
Oh, we have a door.
Yeah. We have an entrance right around.
Oh, there's an entrance here. So this is an entrance here, and this entrance has stairs.
Yeah.
So someone just come here.
Yeah. Yeah, you can enter.
I can enter.
Well. Yeah. Mind your head.
Let me try.
Yeah.
Today I'm now a soldier. I want to check how things are happening. Okay.
Yeah. So there were soldiers there, two snipers, so that they could keep an eye.
So they used these openings now to check what was happening.
Yeah.
Okay, and in fact, they are just directly to the ocean.
Yeah.
So they could see people coming from or ships coming, or the attackers coming from the ocean, and maybe get ready.
Yeah, and we have eight watchtowers around this fort.
8 of them?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, these people had very, very tough work.
So this is a British cannon.
Okay.
Okay. It has the stamp of the crown of Queen Victoria.
This one here.
And it has a handle. So that is the difference between the British and the Portuguese with the Omani.
Okay.
Yeah. So this wall, the Portuguese built up to here. Okay. So after they were defeated and the Omani took over, then the Omani raised the wall 3 meters higher.
So the Omani came and extended the wall.
Yeah.
With 3 meters
for
high.
Security purposes.
But the Portuguese reached somewhere here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is we are still on the head part.
Okay, this is the head part.
Yeah.
Of the firing point.
From that picture there we have seen it. Exactly. The aerial view.
The head of the fort.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have the head. The entrance is there.
Yes.
So that is the right arm.
That is the right arm.
We are going to the left.
The left
then
arm.
The right leg and then the body.
Okay.
At the center where there is the Portuguese chapel. So these are
cannons.
The cannons for the.
These are still British cannons.
Yeah.
Or this was the second watchtower. This one here.
Yeah, it is a watchtower too. You can.
Oh, I can. But it is a little bit open, larger than the other one.
Yeah.
Okay. And you can actually. Actually, these people were very. These people had very good ideas. They knew very well that these people could just come from the other side.
Yeah.
So their openings were directly to the ocean.
Yeah, the strategy was very good calculated.
They had very good strategies.
So there's a window you can check. So here, above here now, that is the dining. It was being used as the dining.
The building that in front.
It is the dining. Down there, it was Mazurui Hall.
The Mazurui Hall where we just come from.
Yeah, which serves during the Portuguese as a reception.
Okay.
But during the Oman Arabs, it is now Baraza. Where Baraza was done. Okay, so this floor here above, used to be during the British. It became a juvenile prison.
This one here.
Yeah, where we are going right now. But now it is a gift shop, a curio shop.
Okay.
Where you can buy some souvenir.
Okay.
Yeah. So Portuguese were also short. So you can see.
Yeah, I can see
everywhere. You can see
the height of the door. In fact, I can't even enter straight. Okay. Hello. Kwaje.
Okay. Here we have the gift shop, curio shop. So souvenirs are here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here people, visitors can come, the tourists can come and buy some.
Anyone can come.
Okay.
You buy, you see, you buy.
Okay.
Yeah. During the British, it was used as a juvenile prison.
Juvenile prison.
So you can enter. Hey, Jambo. Safi. So if there is something you like or it is attractive to your eyes,
you just purchase them here.
You can communicate with these guys here and get some.
They are very, very beautiful, huh? Made of wood. In fact, look at this one. Okay.
Yeah, there are also the art. If you like, we'll talk to the attendant here.
And maybe purchase one.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't. Oh, I have to mind my head. Very interesting. Wherever you want to get inside a door, you have to mind your head here. You must mind it.
Yeah, the Portuguese were short.
Okay.
Here is the captain's balcony. So here, after their meals, there after it was used as a dining room during the Portuguese.
Exactly.
So they used to come here after meal
to rest,
and just to rest, to have some coffee, to rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as they were resting here,
Mombasa.
the defeat of the Portuguese at Fort Jesus marked the beginning of Omani rule in Mombasa. The Omanis took control of the fort and expanded their influence along the Swahili coast. The legacy of this period continues to shape the city's history and cultural identity. The story of Fort Jesus serves as a reminder of the complex and often brutal history of colonialism in East Africa. It also highlights the resilience and determination of the people who lived through these challenging times. Let's talk about Mazurui House, a significant building within Fort Jesus that showcases the history and cultural heritage of Mombasa. During the Portuguese era, this building served as various purposes, including administrative offices and residences for Portuguese officials. One notable feature of the Mazurui House is the Portuguese painting on the walls. These paintings provide a glimpse into the artistic and cultural traditions of the Portuguese during this period. The cannons also symbolize the military might have technological advancements of the time. Now, when the Omani took over Fort Jesus, they brought their own cultural and architectural influences. The Swahili people, who had lived in Mombasa for centuries, interacted and intermarried with the Omanis, leading to rich cultural exchange. During the Omani era, the Mazurui House was used for barazas or gatherings where local leaders would meet to discuss important issues, resolve disputes, and make key decisions. The building served as a center of governance and community life. The Mazurui House is a testament to the complex history and cultural heritage of the Mombasa. It showcases the interactions and exchanges between different cultures, including the Portuguese, Omani, and Swahili. One aspect of Fort Jesus that worth mentioning is its strategic location. Built on a coral reef highland, the fort dominates the entrance to the old port of Mombasa, controlling access to the city's harbor. This strategic location made it a prized possession for various colonial powers. Fort Jesus is an excellent example of 16th century Portuguese military architecture. Its design, inspired by the Italian Renaissance, features thick walls, bastions, and moat. The fort's architecture has withstood the test of time despite being besieged and captured 7 times. Let's not forget the importance of Fort Jesus as a symbol of Mombasa's rich cultural heritage. Nyumba ya Omani, the Oman House. So the history written here is More of Oman.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is Oman.
Oman.
So these were the rankings of the people. If you see one wearing this, you will know that this is
certain
the
category.
leadership categories. Yeah, the rankings of
The
the
rankings.
people.
This was the first rank. This was the second rank.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have the currency, we have the stamps used during those days.
Okay.
Here we also have the weapons, also the rifle, the bullets, the dagger, and the shield. Yeah. So this side we are seeing now the spices. Here,
These were now the spices.
these are the spices. We have the Omani lubar, Omani date, dried lemon, cloves, cinnamon, black pepper.
So the Omani date, do you mean the Omani date is the one we call in Swahili tende?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sasa si ndio hizo, kuna tende, kuna ndimu, tende ya Omani, karafuu, mdalasini, iliki, pilipili manga. Hizo sasa, those are the spices we trade with. So tulikuwa tukiwapatia ivory, wanatuletea hizi na nguo.
Okay. So we used to give them ivory, mostly the local community here. Give them the ivory and they brought in those spices.
Yeah.
Things like Omani. So that's the main place where the issues, things like Omani that came from, the tender that people nowadays.
During those times of trade, it came along. So ile story ya sasa hereditary leadership ndo hii. So unaona hii sasa ni dynasty moja. This is Al Busaidi dynasty.
Okay. So it was generational.
Yeah.
One person dies or maybe
steps down, then the son, the grandson, hivyo ikienda.
Okay. That's how the leadership was. Okay.
So huku we're going to see how the Omani used to dress. This is an Omani man, and they are the Omani women.
So this is the Omani man. This is how they used to dress.
Yeah.
And these were now
these are the jewelries, ornaments, and these are Omani women.
Okay.
This one here has a ninja, so this one is a girl, and the others are women.
Oh, so to differentiate between the girl and
the women.
The woman. Okay. Was that
ninja? Yeah.
Oh, you call it ninja in Kiswahili?
Yeah.
The fort has played a significant role in shaping the city's history from the Portuguese and Omani eras to the present day. Fort Jesus has also been recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, acknowledging its cultural and historical significance. This designation ensures the fort's preservation for future generations to enjoy and learn from. So this the back now, the right leg of the fort. This is for... We are at the right leg of the fort.
Yeah. This cannon is for Omani Arabs. This cannon has an inscription of the name Sultan Said Khalifa bin Said of Zanzibar. So Zanzibar and Mombasa, and Oman, they were used to be ruled by one leader. Yeah.
Oh. I've heard the Sultans of Zanzibar.
The Sultan of Zanzibar. Now he is called the Said Said.
The Said.
Yeah.
That's the name. I can see this is also a watchtower. Is this one also a watchtower?
Yeah, it is a watchtower. Yeah. It was guarded by a soldier. Yeah.
So one soldier was always here?
Per shift.
Per shift?
Yeah.
The main reason was because the leaders were living
the leaders are here, so you have to keep watch every time. every time was
okay.
Hizi ni hizo landmarks za dunia sasa, mahali tofauti kwenye walijengezo fort. Unaona kuna fort Al Rustak, Inakal, Muscat.
Okay.
Unaona bado aliweka hizo Omani doors.
These are still Omani doors. The actual ones.
Yeah.
And they used to be very beautiful.
Yeah.
But huge.
Yeah. In it, choo. Yeah.
Oh, this one used to be A toilet.
Yeah, washrooms. So during high tides, this fort used to be surrounded with seawater.
It used to be surrounded by seawater.
Yeah. So any dirty from here would be swept away by the ocean.
That's the reason they put it here.
Yeah. To
So
direct
the surrounding was mainly water, seawater.
Yeah.
And actually today you can see people. There are a lot of structures constructed down there.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, with the time, water was now pushed on the other side of the ocean. As we conclude our tour of the fort, we hope you have gained a deeper understanding of this incredible historical site. From its strategic location to its cultural significance, Fort Jesus is a true game of Mombasa's history. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. My name is Derek Ocharo.